నమస్తే. దుల్కర్ సల్మాన్ ఐశ్వర్య లక్ష్మి వీళ్ళిద్దరికి సంబంధించిన సినిమాలంటే మన వాళ్ళ సినిమాలుగానే చూస్తాం. అంతగా మనలో లీనమైపోయారు. సో రైట్ నౌ కింగ్ ఆఫ్ కొత్త సినిమా కొత్తగా ఉంది కదా పేరు చూస్తే. మనతో మాట్లాడడానికి సిద్ధంగా ఉన్నారు. ఐఎమ్ సారీ ఫస్ట్ మిమ్మల్ని నేను వేరే రకంగా అనిపించినందుకు. బట్ వెన్ వి సీ యూ బట్ యాక్చువల్లీ మేము మిమ్మల్ని ఒక విమెన్ ఎంపవర్మెంట్గా చూస్తాం, టు బీ ఆనెస్ట్. ఎందుకంటే మీలో ఒక ప్రొడ్యూసర్ని చూశాను నేను, మీలో ఒక నటుల్ని చూశాను, అండ్ మీరు ఇంకొకరి సినిమాలను కూడా ప్రొడ్యూస్ అంటే ఇంకొక హీరోయిన్లతో కూడా మీరు ముందుకు వచ్చారు. ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ దానికి మిమ్మల్ని హ్యాట్స్ ఆఫ్ చెప్పాల్సింది. నాట్ జస్ట్ ఒక హీరోయిన్ పోస్టర్లో వచ్చి లేకపోతే ఏదో కాదు. You want to show something.
Very, very sweet of you to say that, but I'm very scared when I do anything. So it's not the women empowerment thing. I'm scared, but I still do it. That's all.
Very nice. దుల్కర్, మీరు ఎలా సాధ్యమైంది అంటే ఎక్కడా కూడా మీరు ఒక మలయాళీ హీరో లేకపోతే పరభాష సంబంధించిన హీరో అని మాకు ఎప్పుడు అనిపించదు. మేము మిమ్మల్ని ఎప్పుడు చూసినా కూడా మాకు సంబంధించిన మా మనిషి అని అనిపిస్తుంది. ఆ మాయ మీరు ఎలా చేశారు మొదటి నుంచి?
I don't know how. I think it's just some blessing. I think audience sometimes connects with actors based on the films and the roles we play. So I think I've been very fortunate with the kind of films I've got, the characters I've got to play, and also like when Swapna and Nagi and Vaijayanti offered me Gemini and Mahanati, it was a big risk for them because I don't have a market here. They didn't have to do that. So I think when somebody takes a chance on an actor or anybody and give them one opportunity, obviously we'll also put our 100% into it. But if I think
అంటే మీరు చూస్తారా ఆ నేటివిటీ ఎక్కడ కనెక్ట్ అవుతారు ఆడియన్స్? మీకు ఏమైనా మా పల్స్ తెలుస్తుందా? బికాస్ సినిమాలకు సంబంధించి ఒకేలా ఉండొచ్చు, బట్ వెన్ ఇట్ కమ్స్ టు ఆడియన్స్ వాయిస్ పీపుల్ రిసీవింగ్ పర్సెప్షన్ వేరేగా ఉండొచ్చు. కానీ మీరు ఎక్కడో పర్సెప్షన్ పట్టుకున్నారనిపిస్తుంది ఆడియన్స్కి సంబంధించి. మీరు చూసేవారా తెలుగు సినిమా?
It's not calculated. I think I'm just very honest. I don't know how to be fake. This is how I am. I think my friends or family or anybody who's known me before I became an actor, I've always been like this. So I think the audience understands that. I think audience can tell if we are projecting an image or if we're being fake. So I think when you're being real, they see you as who you are. So I think that's my connect with the audience. I think they feel like they know me. I think when they see me on screen, they feel they can touch me somewhere. I think that's this is what I've tried to understand, because I've never tried to analyze it. But when people ask me questions like this, I'm like, so there is a genuine connection I have with viewers everywhere, and I don't know what it is. So now when I think about it, I'm like, maybe it's just that. I mean, I'm not. I don't know how else to be. This is how I am, and I think I think people
మేము రిసీవ్ చేసుకోవడం మొదలు పెట్టి ఉంటాం.
Maybe it's a mutual energy. Maybe yes. I get love, I give back love. Yeah, that's
so sweet.
He's always honest. It's always honest. I think that gives back that from the audience. No, honest.
I think same. It's
that's true. Actually that works.
Yeah.
బికాస్ మనం అంత ఆనెస్ట్గా ఉంటే జనాలకి అంత కనెక్ట్ అవుతామని చెప్తూ ఉంటారు.
Also, I think I'm very grateful to be here. Like every day, I love what I do. I didn't think I'll become an actor. I didn't think I'll have a career like this. I didn't think I'll work in all these languages. So if I get one opportunity, I'm like, wow, I'm so lucky. So I go there and I really cherish it. I'm like, thank you for putting me in this film. Thank you for having me here. So I think when you have that gratitude, you value everything, and I have a fear of losing it. I have a fear of losing my place in the industry, wherever I am. I have the fear of losing that love from the audience. So I don't want to ever disrespect anybody. I don't want to get in anybody's way.
యాక్చువల్లీ నాకు ఎక్కడ తెలుసుకోవాలనిపిస్తుంది అంటే యాక్చువల్లీ మిమ్మల్ని నాకు క్వశ్చన్ అడిగిన తర్వాత నేను అడుగుదాం అనుకున్నాను. బికాస్ మీరు హిందీలో చేసిన లేకపోతే తెలుగులో చేసిన తమిళ్ ఏదైనా మీరు నో అని చెప్పడం ఎక్కడ మీరు చెప్పగలరు ఒక స్టోరీ నేరేషన్ అప్పుడు? బికాజ్ మనకి ఆబ్వియస్లీ చాలామంది నేరేట్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు స్టోరీస్. మీరు ఒక సినిమాని ఎంచుకోవడానికి ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ ఎస్ మేబీ సులువేమో, నో చాలా కష్టమేమో అనిపిస్తుంది ఒకవేళ రిజెక్ట్ చేయడానికి. వెన్ ఇట్ కమ్స్ టు మీరు మట్టి కుస్తీ సినిమా తీసుకున్నా యూ టేక్ సమ్ సర్టెన్ రోల్స్ మీరు సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకుంటారు. ఎక్కడైనా మనకి హీరోయిన్స్ విషయానికి వచ్చేటప్పటికి ఒక్కోసారి వాళ్ళ గ్లామర్ వాళ్ళ యాక్టింగ్ స్కిల్స్ని డామినేట్ చేస్తుంది అనుకుంటాం. they are very good actors, but sometimes their glamour will be dominating their skills. But when it comes to you, you're balancing everywhere. Ante how?
So kind of you, Devi. Like, I'm like DQ said, I am also very blessed to have gotten characters that are well written. So I don't have to put much into it. Just be true to what the character is. If there is a glam part attached to the character, then obviously I would do it. I would love to do it. But as far as my characters have been concerned, it's all been very real women. So I didn't get the chance, I would say, but I would love to do a Wantava. It's like that's my bathroom song. Like,
She was like, why am I not doing a Ritika song?
Ritika song. No, I was so upset. With Abhilash Chetta. He's a director. I was like, I really wanted to do this song, but I was not offered.
Also, your-
ఎందుకంత వరి మీకు
but-
PS లో మేము
Yeah.
Your
చూసాం
character
కదా.
won't do that song.
No, I know, but I was telling him maybe I can wear a parda.
వెరీ
No,
నైస్.
yeah.
ఓకే, సి మాకు గ్యాంగ్స్ ఆఫ్ వాసేపూర్ ఇవన్నీ మేము చూసినప్పుడు కొన్ని మాకు గ్యాంగ్స్ అంటే ఇలా ఉంటారు అని తెలిసింది. వెన్ వీ సీ యువర్ పోస్టర్ కింగ్ ఆఫ్ కొత్త అన్నప్పుడు మాకు ఎక్కడో అలా అనిపించింది. ఓకే, కానీ కొత్త రాజేంద్రన్ రాజు, ఓకే, ఆయనకి సంబంధించిన స్టోరీ మీరు ఒకవేళ తెలుసుకుంటున్నప్పుడు కమర్షియల్గా ఎలా అనేది మీకు ఏమైనా అనిపించిందా? బికాస్ సమ్టైమ్స్ ఎవ్రీ గ్యాంగ్స్టర్ స్టోరీ మనకు ఒకసారి సినిమాగా అవ్వకపోవచ్చు. దేర్ హ్యాస్ టు బి సమ్ కమర్షియల్ ఎలిమెంట్స్. ఇక్కడ మీరు వర్క్ చేశారా? యువర్ బెస్ట్ ఫ్రెండ్, చైల్డ్హుడ్ ఫ్రెండ్ అభిలాష్ ఏమైనా వర్క్ చేశారా?
No, definitely. I mean, I think we first had the story with us, and then we had to understand how to make it commercial. Because generally, when you attempt this kind of genre, people come with the expectation of it to being a spectacle or entertaining. You can't. It can't be. It's not that comedy gangster film.
Yeah.
It's more of a serious gangster film. But how do you make it entertaining? How do you make it larger than life? So all these characters are there in the film, and what I like most about the script of this film is every character is there for a reason. Every character is part of the story. Every character is shifting the story in some direction. To make it commercial, we obviously got the best action directors. We have that big song. There's a football sequences. There's to show scale. Because Kotha is a fictional town. There's no town like Kotha anywhere. So we created a town. And there's a backstory to that town. Why this town is like this? Why crime happens in this town? Why nobody can control the crime there? So all those are the commercial elements we put into it. And Jakes has done incredible music for the film. I think from the very first, we didn't even show any visual of the film. The first character, People of Kotha character intro was an animation. But just purely from the music, that was the first big reach we got. After every piece we put out, musically I think it's very, very high up there. So I think you get the best technicians, you get the best artists, you cast it well. I think that's how you make a film. This is how I understand making a commercial film. I start off from finding a great script, and then you can add all these commercial elements. Sometimes I think when people go wrong is you first add all the commercial elements, and then during shoot or something you try to make a story out of it. I think that's when it doesn't work.
Yeah.
But this is my way of doing it.
వెరీ నైస్. కానీ ఒక్కసారి మలయాళం సినిమా ఇండస్ట్రీ గురించి ఒకసారి మాట్లాడుకుంటే, బికాజ్ ఇప్పుడు ఎలా ఉందంటే ఈవెన్ 2018 కావచ్చు, ప్రతి సినిమా ఇంతకుముందు మలయాళం మూవీస్ అంటే మేము ఎక్కడో చూసేవాళ్ళం. మలయాళం మూవీస్ ఈవెన్ వెన్ ఐ హ్యాడ్ బీన్ కేరళ అండ్ ఎవ్రీవేర్ సమ్వేర్ లైక్ మలయాళం మూవీస్ని ఒకప్పుడు డీగ్రేడ్ చేశారు. బట్ నౌ వీఆర్ ఈవెన్ తెలుగు మూవీస్, సౌత్ ఇండియన్ ఫిల్మ్స్, లైక్ మలయాళం ఫిల్మ్స్, కన్నడ ఫిల్మ్స్, లైక్ వీఆర్ ఒక ట్రెండ్ సెట్ చేస్తున్నారు. సో ఒకసారి ఫిల్మ్ ఇండస్ట్రీలో వస్తున్న మార్పులు చూస్తున్నప్పుడు మీకు ఎలాంటి ఆనందం వస్తుంది మీకు?
I think it's great because now we all have our own identities. I think every industry is known for a certain type of cinema. If Malayalam tells great writing, very realistic stories, Telugu is doing the biggest spectacle, biggest movies now in the world, I think.
Yes.
Tamil is doing some great writing which celebrates Tamil culture and the language. Kannada is exploring some great storytelling now. And there also you're seeing the culture being celebrated. Like Kantara, I think, showed a culture from a very particular part of Karnataka, which we in Kerala understand because very similar to North Kerala. But it showed it to showcased it to the whole country and beyond.
Yes.
So I think it's a wonderful time for all the industries. And I'm a very proud Indian. Like I love the diversity of our country. I don't like seeing it as separate. Maybe that's why I work everywhere. And I enjoy discovering our cultures very intimately, which I get to experience. When I come here, I live with my teams here. Basically, I eat the food, I speak the language, I hear about their families, I know their backstories, I know which town they're from, I like their music. This I get to do only when I work in these industries. As a visitor to Hyderabad, I won't discover it so in detail.
Okay.
But as an actor in this industry, I get to see it in so much depth with people who have sincere love for cinema and culture. And I have this unique opportunity, and I'm sure like Aishwarya with the film she's done in all the industries, it's such a beautiful experience. And I think I love now that, like you said, I mean, there were times where, see, we might have been maybe looked down upon us because we were smaller industries. We didn't have the scale to get the eyeballs from everywhere.
Okay,
But
nice.
today, I think with OTT and with the theatrical numbers and everything, now we're becoming more one, I think, the country.
రైట్ ఐశ్వర్య, సాధారణంగా ఇలాంటి సినిమాల్లో మనకి ఒక బికాజ్ లేడీ క్యారెక్టర్ ఉండాలి కాబట్టి ది క్రియేట్. సో మీ రోల్ క్రియేట్ చేసిందా నిజంగానే ఇందులో? అంటే కొత్త రాజుకు సంబంధించిన అసలైన బయోలో మీ క్యారెక్టర్ అనేది ఉందా?
In this film, it's not just my character that is important. Every character is important. And to answer your question, Tara is very, very important in Raju's life.
Okay.
So it's been written already, right?
Yeah, right from the beginning.
Yeah, it has not been created for me.
We didn't say we want Aishwarya in the film, so we have to
So
write the
let's
character.
create something. It is not like that.
We're like,
It's written
Aishwarya,
already.
this is character. Would you
Yeah.
please take a look at it?
But I'm so grateful to my director Abhilash Joshi for approaching me with this film. Because I was at a very confused stage in my career when he approached me with this film, and I didn't know what.
2021లో కదా యాక్చువల్లీ మూవీకి సంబంధించి టాక్, జూలై 2021లో
I think they announced the
Not
first.
sure.
యా, ఇట్స్ బీన్ సో లాంగ్.
It's been longer than that. I've been
లాంగర్ దెన్ దాట్.
I think I first heard the first version of the script in 2019.
సో ఆ టైంలో ఆబ్వియస్లీ యువర్ ఇన్ కన్ఫ్యూజన్ స్టేట్లో ఉన్నారు అప్పుడు మీరు ఆ టైంలో?
I have no clue what was happening, but I know I have no clue about the date and time.
Okay.
But I was not understanding what type of films I should go into. Like, I didn't want to do too many female-centric films. I wanted to tell the stories where it would either entertain the audience or move them emotionally,
Okay.
which I thought I had done enough. Like, I've done Kumari, I've done Ammu, I've done Archana. So my thing there was complete. Like, I knew I had done my share of female-centric films. I wanted to do something interesting at that point, but I was not getting the right scripts.
Okay.
That's when Abhilash Chetan approached me with King of Kotha. And I was so thankful to him, so grateful, because I enjoyed being Tara a lot. I enjoyed being on this set. I met a lot of wonderful people on this set. It is so easy to be yourself with this team. Nobody is trying to, even though we have the biggest superstar in Malayalam, nobody is trying to put you down or disrespect you in some way so that somebody else can feel better. Okay. I was just looking.
Why is that look?
No,
No, I'm
because
like, the superstar I can't handle.
no,
But we have fun, as in.
Yeah, it was a good set. Everybody was doing their job. Everybody was brilliant in whatever they were doing. The best of technicians, even from an art assistant to a driver to a production boy, everybody was much
మీకు ఏది బాగా
involved.
కంఫర్టబుల్ ఇస్తుంది, గుడ్ స్క్రిప్ట్ ఆర్ గుడ్ ప్రొడక్షన్?
Everything has to come together for a good film, and everything came together well in this. Yeah.
సో మీరు కూడా ఫిల్మ్ మేకర్కి ఎప్పుడైనా వేలు పెడతారా? అరే ఇలా ఉంటే బాగుంటుంది, ఇలా ఉంటే బాగుంటుంది అని ఎప్పుడైనా చెప్తారా?
As a
విల్ యూ సజెస్ట్ దెమ్
as the director.
Ah?
వైల్
I
మేకింగ్
suggest.
మూవీ?
If you ask, are you asking if I suggested or he?
You see, being a part
I
of...
don't suggest anything. I will only suggest, can we please reshoot this? I am terrible in that shot. Can we reshoot that? That's the only thing
She's
I
never
ask.
happy with what she's done.
Yeah, I always ask. I don't think this is what happens when this happens in reaction. Oh, I was about to say it. Thank God I didn't. There was one particular sequence I kept asking for one more reshoot. Actually, proper reshoot I asked for because I was like, it's just a close up. Can't we take one more time? It doesn't feel right. Then Shabir doesn't have date. Remember, I kept asking for it. They
I
never
keep the
gave.
director being like, Aishwarya, it's fine, relax. I'm the director, I know, it's good. Stop worrying, just go away, leave me alone.
సో ఎంతైనా తమ్ముడు తమ్ముడే పేకాట పాకాట అంటాం, అంటే ఇన్ తెలుగు సేయింగ్. హీ మైట్ మీ చైల్డ్హుడ్ ఫ్రెండ్ అయి ఉండొచ్చు, బట్ ఒక డైరెక్షన్ దగ్గరకు వచ్చేటప్పటికి మీకు ఎప్పుడైనా 1% అయినా ఎప్పుడైనా అనిపించిందా అభిలాష్, బికాజ్ ఆయన గ్రేట్ జోషే వాళ్ళ అబ్బాయి, బట్ స్టిల్ ఎప్పుడైనా 1% అయినా మీకు ఎప్పుడైనా అనిపించిందా అరే కరెక్ట్గా డైరెక్టర్కి సెట్ అవుతారా లేదా అభిలాష్?
See, I'm fully a director's actor, and I think on set, he's not my friend, he's my director. So I'm only there to listen to him. And I fully believe in my directors, and I want to, even as a producer, I want to give them the space to do what they want, because 200 people cannot make a film. We can all be a part of it, but there has to be one captain of the ship, and there has to be one vision and one person taking the final decision. So I don't meddle in all that. But of course, we, post shoot, maybe an editor, we have a lot of differences in opinion, we have a lot of discussions and all of that. But the passion comes from wanting to make something special. So whether it's me, whether it's him, so we've all collaborated, we've all wanted to do something special.
ఎప్పుడైనా సారీ ఇలా అడుగుతున్నందుకు, ఎప్పుడైనా మీ మధ్య సినిమా మేకింగ్ విషయంలో మీకు ఫైట్ జరిగిందా మీకు డైరెక్టర్కి మధ్య?
Not during the making. I don't fight.
Because
see I'll fight before the film.
Okay.
Like I'll fight in script. Those are the times I'll have my opinions and I'll be like, this, I think we should do this, we should do that. This is what I think. I never get involved in the film making as a rule.
I can vouch for that.
I do it pre and post.
Because he doesn't open his mouth.
Meeru?
Only for my shots. When I feel like I have not done enough and I could do better, I ask. Which is every shot. And like sometimes when somebody says something or gives some input, I have this I do this. Like I always look at my co-actor like this. Do they have any opinion, or can I say? If he says, then I don't have to say my opinion, right? That is done. If we have the same kind of opinion. He never says anything.
But she's very, very good. I don't know what she's worried about. She's a very, very good actor. She's a great talent. She's a born talent. She looks great on screen. You are fully the character. So this 100 questions, we are all only like, Aishwarya, go away. Your shot is done. Just stop asking us questions. But it's sweet. I mean, I think it comes from sincerity.
Yeah.
I think it's very earnest.
But he wouldn't like, even if somebody is giving say a stupid suggestion, he would take it. He would do it. And then maybe change it after the shot.
Wow.
If something is not working, he will see if it is working or not. I've noticed that a couple of times.
No, I like to try everything.
మీరు ఏం చదివారు? Because it comes from the education, that degree.
No, because I feel like you can approach a scene in 100 different ways.
Yes.
There's no right or wrong. I can say it a certain way. Aishwarya might see it a certain way. So I'm like, why don't I try everything? And we'll see where all it can go, and maybe we'll find something very new there. So I like to try. Like I like going retakes.
ఒక కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఒక మాస్ హీరో అనే ఒక చట్రంలోకి, ఒక ఇమేజ్లోకి యూ నెవర్ గోన్ ఇన్ టు దట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ image. Like you select movies and you do your work and you'll get the job done, and that's perfect. But మీకు ఎప్పుడైనా మాస్ మసాలా అనేది ఎప్పుడు మీకు ఎందుకు రాదు?
I love watching that cinema, but I don't know if I see myself in that cinema. I don't know why. I think mass films need a certain type of dynamic hero. I feel like they have a certain flair.
Even Kurupi.
Yeah. Kurup, but you couldn't do massy things.
That's what. See, even when we see these gangster kind of movies, we'll be like, okay, after this, mass. But no, మీరు ఈ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ సినిమాలను కూడా ఒక సెటిల్ వేలో చేస్తారు మీరు.
You know what I think is very important for actors, especially any of us who can greenlight films, to find your cinema. See, if everybody does the same thing, there's no difference between any of us. You should be able to tell me separate from other actors. You should be able to tell my cinema different from other actors. And I always like any even my actor friends, anybody who's starting out, I keep saying, try and find your cinema, and that's all I do. I don't know if I want to do what everybody's doing. I enjoy everything. Like, I love watching everybody, but I've been very clear from the start that I want to find my cinema where people, when they come to watch my movies, they understand there's a certain thing about, maybe it'll have great writing, maybe it'll be a quality film, maybe it'll have some amount of logic, it'll be somewhat realistic. It won't be unbelievable or something. I think that's why.
వెరీ నైస్. అండ్ మీ వరకు వస్తే మీకు కూడా ఒక కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఇప్పుడు మీరు యూ జస్ట్ వాంటెడ్ టు బ్రేక్ దట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ లేడీ సెంట్రిక్ ఫిల్మ్స్, బట్ మీకు ఇప్పుడు వస్తున్న స్క్రిప్ట్స్లో ఏమన్నా అలాంటి మీరు ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేస్తున్న స్క్రిప్ట్ వస్తుందా, లేకపోతే మళ్ళీ ఆ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ మూవీసే వస్తున్నాయా?
You're asking me if I had to go back to the same kind of...
No. Are you
able to break out of this female-centric this thing, or are you still getting films like that only?
I get strong roles, which I'm grateful for. But I don't want to keep repeating. It's almost like the same content in different bottles.
ఎవరి ఫీడ్బ్యాక్ మీరు తీసుకోవడానికి ఇష్టపడతారు?
I take feedback from a lot of my friends. I have asked you for advice while we were shooting. I'm so confused about some script, and that's always running in my head. It's like a background music. It will always be running whatever I'm doing. So then if I feel like somebody could have a good insight into this, somebody could ask me, somebody could give me a good advice, then I ask. And I'm a good judge of people. So I felt like he would give me the right advice, or he would tell me something. So there's a couple of times I think I've asked him when I was confused, and he has given me we haven't even completed the conversation. He would start, he would say something, and then I'm done. In my head I've sorted my problem, so I don't need to complete the conversation.
Yeah, I'm like, what did she ask me and why? Like,
yeah, but I was sorted by the time you said something. So
Oh, wow.
but I do ask friends.
ఓకే, వెరీ నైస్. అండ్ ఈ అపార్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ దిస్ ఒక విషయం అడగాలనుకుంటున్నాను, బికాజ్ మేము ఎప్పుడు మీ వైఫ్ని కలవలేదు, కానీ మీ వైఫ్ ఎప్పుడు తెలుగు ప్రేక్షకులకి దగ్గరగా ఉంటారు త్రూ సోషల్ మీడియా. అండ్ కపుల్ క్యూట్ కపుల్ అనిపిస్తారు వీళ్ళని చూస్తే, పిల్లల్ని చూసిన అంటే ఒక ఫ్యామిలీ మ్యాన్, ఒక ఫ్యామిలీతో పాటు మీతో పాటే మీరు మాత్రమే కాదు, మీరు మీ ఫ్యామిలీని కూడా మాకు దగ్గర చేస్తున్నారు అనిపిస్తుంది. మీ వైఫ్ సపోర్ట్ గురించి ఒకసారి మాకు చెప్తారా?
I mean, hats off to her. I think it's very difficult to be married to an actor because we are never there. Now my daughter is 6, and just yesterday she's saying, when I was leaving to come to Hyderabad, and she's like, Papa, I wish you were not an actor.
What?
And I said, why? She's like, I don't get to see you. And she's like, I wish you were just a painter or something, and you'll be at home all the time. So I mean, she started to sense it, and I know my wife goes through that all the time because we got married. I think we came back from honeymoon and I went for my shoot. So it's always been like a long distance relationship. But it's familiar to me because I grew up like that. I didn't see my father much. He was always working. But it's not a world she ever understood. Her dad is home every day. He comes for lunch, he goes back to work, he comes. So she's been around families where the men are home every day. So I, come full like respect and hats off to her to live this life with me. But I think she understands what I want to do, understands my big dreams and ambitions, and how greedy I am to do the best work everywhere. But it is difficult, as in especially when you have a child and when your children are growing up. It's more your need. It's not. They'll adapt. Kids will adapt, right? But as a parent, you are missing out on everything. So when I'm home, I try to do everything. Like I'll go to school, pick her up, drop her. I'll take her for her class. Whatever I can do, I do because it's my need. I want to be there. I want to experience it. Yeah.
వెరీ నైస్. అంటే ఫస్ట్ టైం నేను మీ వైఫ్ గురించి మాట్లాడడం ఇలా ఒక ఇంటర్వ్యూలో ఐఎమ్ లిస్నింగ్. ఎనీవే, థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ ఐశ్వర్య గారు. మీరు ఈ మూవీ గురించి ఇంకా మీరు ప్రేక్షకులకి ఏం చెప్పాలనుకుంటున్నారు? మీరు కూడా ఫస్ట్.
See, it's a movie that's very, very close to my heart because of the people that are involved. They've all been very kind to me, very sweet to me. And I believe we have created something that's going to be an entertainer in every way. If you're looking for fights, we have that. If you're looking for Comedy, we have that slightly. Yeah, we have situational comedy, not
Okay.
slapstick ones. We have romance. We have like nice, steamy, raunchy dance number from Ritika. Oh no, I enjoyed the 45 seconds that whatever we have left, and I've been wanting to do something like that. So I want to see how the song pans out,
Okay.
and I hope people celebrate the song in theaters because it's something that we have given from our team for people to celebrate. Then there are these interpersonal dynamics which would be very interesting to our audience, and we have nice songs, beautiful songs by Jakes Bijoy, by Shan Rahman, who has composed one of
Yeah.
the songs for us. The BGM is kick-ass. Every time I see the trailer, towards the end there is a bow down to the king of
Yes.
Kotha. That part is like so good.
Like Nani was saying, it's on his workout playlist.
Yeah, it pumps you up. So that is there. Then Nimish has done a wonderful work. There are so many actors, so many brilliant actors in our film. You'll be familiar with Dancing Rose. Shabir has done a beautiful character. So their friendship is very interesting to see in the film. And above all, DQ is there. So DQ's charm is there in the entire film. So I enjoyed watching while filming. Like whatever we could see on screen, it was brilliant. I hope it translates on screen and to the audience as well.
And from your
I think she's covered everything.
మొత్తం
I couldn't cover anything yesterday, no?
you can say ditto or
No, yesterday I cannot
Yesterday on
please,
stage,
yeah.
I think her speech was 3 words or something.
Yeah, because suddenly people started, I don't know if they were booing me or they wanted them to
First
speak.
of all, you couldn't hear anything on that stage.
I couldn't. So it's like, whatever love you give them, give me. Tata.
yeah from
No, but it's been a big journey, this film. I'm somebody who does 3-4 films a year. So I keep saying this. I'm like, people are like, you spent 1 year making a film. I said, yeah, if I spent 1 year making a film, it means the film really meant something to me. And you know, I wanted to put this effort. I wanted to give it everything. And I don't know if I've given this much to any film in my career so far. It's been physically and everything, like, you know, we've all put our heart and soul into it. So, and I think throughout in our minds, it was what the audience is going to enjoy, if they like the story. How do we entertain them? How do we give them that paisa vasool for their ticket price? I want it to be a theatrical film. I want it to be an experience in theaters. So from the sound design to the cinematography to our wonderful cast, you know, everything has been done keeping the audience in mind. So I'm really hoping you all like the film and you enjoy it in cinemas.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ Dulquer Salmaan and Aishwarya Lekshmi.
Thank you,
సో
Devi.
మీరు
Thank you.
తప్పనిసరిగా చూడాలి బికాస్ వాళ్ళు చాలా ఎఫర్ట్ పెట్టి చేశానని చెప్తున్నారు అండ్ ఇంకా కనిపిస్తుంది కూడా ట్రైలర్లో. సో అసలైన మూవీ మనకి మూవీస్ థియేటర్లోకి మాత్రమే వెళ్ళి చూడండి, కింగ్ ఆఫ్ కొత్త. దిస్ ఈస్ దేవి నాగవల్లి సైనింగ్ ఆఫ్.